like Kyustendil, the whole western part of Bulgaria, or as we call it, the Shupluk. It's inevitable for me. I'm one at shop, it's in my blood. But I'm gonna talk about that another time. Anyways, Gabby and I arrived on the 5th, but thanks to my killer headache, we postponed our plans for the following day, which was fantastic. It rained, of course, the whole afternoon, but we were already inside Kyustendil's Art Gallery, which holds a very large collection of Vladimir Dimitrov Maystora's paintings. Now, bear with me, because I'm about to give you a small lecture about one of the best Bulgarian painters. Let's get started. If you look up Vladimir Dimitrov Maystora on Wikipedia, you'd probably find the date of his birth and death, his most famous works, his political affiliations, but what I want to give you is a little more. I want to give you a better insight into the life and work of the man whom the Bulgarians named the Master. Maystora worked around dawn. According to people who knew him, he loved the way sunlight was reflected off of the fruits and flowers that appear in many of his works. He was born and lived for most of his life in the Kyustendil countryside, and those parts were always dear to him. Even when he left to work in New York for the Czechoslovakian ambassador during the mid-20s, he felt incredibly nostalgic, and soon after that he returned to the familiar rolling hills and endless fields of his homeland. Maystora often walked barefoot in the morning dew. He was a vegetarian and ate little amounts, not because he couldn't afford more, he just preferred the ascetic lifestyle. Even though he had many muses around the village, he never married. When asked why, his response was, "I wouldn't bear to let her feed me or work by herself in the garden while I scribble." The most important thing I believe you need to know about Maystora is that he loved people, the small, seemingly unimportant villagers who spend their days under the scorching sun in the fields. And you can see it in his paintings. If you have the chance to visit Kyustendil, go to the art gallery, step a little closer to the paintings and watch the careful strokes of his brush. Every detail, whether it was a hair lock or the stem of an apple, everything mattered to Maystora. And that's probably one of the reasons why he's loved by generations of Bulgarians.